Hello, my friends. I'm Dick Hellman, back with you again with another Middle East Security Alert. This week, I want to talk about a interesting number of occurrences, recent and to come. First, we all have seen Benjamin Netanyahu, Israel's prime minister, come and address a joint session of the United States Congress with all of the senators and representatives, all 535 of them, less those who, for political reasons, chose not to attend. But that's pretty normal. At any joint session of the Congress, even for the State of the Union messages, not every member is there. But thank God, Benjamin Netanyahu came on the eve of the Israeli elections, which are coming up, which are upon us right now. In fact, tomorrow, on March 17th, which we always think of in the United States as St. Patrick's Day, but it's Israel's election, and there have not been more important elections, I dare say, in the history of the state. And a raid against Benjamin Netanyahu and his Likud bloc, our member of the Knesset, Herzog, from a famous family of Israeli leaders, in what he calls the Zionist bloc. It's very interesting, with no thought of this at all. As you know, last week I unveiled what we're calling Israelism. In other words, Zionism raised to a new level. Zionism on steroids, which is Israelism. And we even have Israelis calling me and saying, that's a great idea. That's very innovative, and we can do a lot with that. But in these elections, we can't say who the Israelis should vote for. Thank God they have a free democracy with respect for the rights of all. As some of you know, I even voted, and my wife Miriam voted, in the Israel elections for mayor of Jerusalem. And 20 years after we had left the country, and we were back visiting our old place in En Kerem, the birthplace of John the Baptist, the gentleman who was there had mail for us. It was letters to us calling on us to come and vote again. So Israel indeed is a vibrant democracy. But we pray not that our choice be elected Prime Minister of Israel, the head of government, but that God's choice be elected. I know Benjamin Netanyahu better than I know Bougie Herzog or Tzipi Livni, who is running with him. And I like Benjamin Netanyahu very much, and I believe he made a brilliant speech to the U.S. Congress, but it's for the Israelis to choose. And interestingly, because they vote by parties in Israel, and there are some 16 different parties, but indeed there are two main blocs, the president of Israel has already hinted, in fact he has said, that Reuven Rivlin, who was previously the Speaker of the Knesset, now he's the President, the head of state, the titular head of state of Israel, who replaced Shimon Peres. He has said that he might call for a national unity government. So we could even see Benjamin Netanyahu, Bibi, and Bougie Herzog and others called to unite in a joint government, put all their blocs together so that Israel would be strong in the face of its various enemies, be it Iran and the threat of nuclear weapons and the threat of genocide, or be it ISIS, the Islamic State, which is now on Israel's borders on at least two sides. And also, Israel is threatened by Al-Qaeda, Hezbollah, Damascus, Syrian government, and others. And so we have to say that this might be a great time for there to be a unity government of Israel, if they so choose. And it would hearken back to the first time that Menachem Begin was a part of the Israel government. People think he was only elected in 1978, replacing the long list of labor governments. His Likud government only came in then, but they forget that at one point he joined in a unity government with David Ben-Gurion and the Labor Party at a time of war. So this could be a time that this happens again. But the main thing is, let us celebrate that Israel is the one free democracy with respect for the rights of all. And by all, I mean it's not just the Jewish citizens of Israel who vote and may run for the Knesset and be members of the Knesset, members of their parliament, or be ministers or deputy ministers in their various ministries, like our cabinet departments. But there also can be Arabs, either Muslim or Christian, who take such posts, or Druze, which is a separate religion, or even Bedouins or others, which are offshoots of Arab Muslim society. So it's a wonderful society, it's a wonderful state, it's a wonderful culture, and we thank God that Israel's free elections tomorrow will choose the government that is ordained, that God would have to defend Israel. And since, as Benjamin Netanyahu pointed out, the threat from Iran is as great against America as it is against Israel, or more so, in effect, let us be praying for this election, because we may be choosing the government that defuses the Iranian nuclear threat, because the American government was unwilling or unable to do so given our political impasse. So thank you again for listening and watching. Look toward our websites and plan to come to Israel with us June 12th on our next big Merkel Miracle mission, our study mission, to see all of the things, all of the new things and the old things that Israel has to offer. And please, please renew your membership in CPAC or give generously to Merkel so that we can do all of the things we need to do to take our very strong message to the United States Congress and to the executive branch. God bless you. See you next week.